Is James Harden the greatest Rocket of all time? Well, the Rockets are going to retire his number, so let's discuss that. We have some football talk. I got 15 vets that might be cut. We'll look at that. Chris Sims is rated quarterbacks, plus some lady hit another lady in the face with a cat. Yeah, it's Whisker Wednesday. Let go!
Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Wednesday, March 3rd, 2021, and this is episode number 203 of Barry on Deck. And we have sports to discuss, lots of sports, but also it's a Whisker Wednesday, so lots of animal stuff as well. And we're going to dive into this James Harden discussion because I find it fascinating. If you didn't hear the breaking news, it's not really breaking, but Tillman Fertitta plans to retire James Harden's number. And I have my own thoughts about this. And so we're going to get to all of that and more. Chris Sims had a list of quarterbacks that he ranked. That's going to be interesting to discuss. There's 15 vets that could be on the move, could be cut, that the Texans probably won't look at because some of them are good players. You know how they do. Plus a lady. I got some pretty interesting non-sports discussions, including a link that's going to be a lot of fun. There's a lookalike company in the UK. We'll discuss. All that and more, but as you guys know, we always start with the chat. Now, I will admit, the one thing I forgot to do was screenshot the chat early on, but I just grabbed it, and the winner is the greatest dickhead in the history of the world for 2 hours until 3:58 or so. Is D-Mata. He finally claims the number one spot, but is denied once again a triple crown. Not finally, he's had it before. Denied a triple crown once again. Jesus Perez has no problem Congo blocking D-Mata and the rest of you raggedy bitches, apparently. So, congrats, D-Mata, on the number one spot. Thank you for being the greatest deckhead in the world for the day. Jesus Perez got you. He did. There's his super chat. It is ranked just ahead of you. And I probably would have gave it to him because his was $1 more than yours. I'm just kidding. We don't do it based on dollar values. All right. That's not how this works. Why is that popping up? I don't know what that was. Anyways. Oh, I know why. Hey, so let's do the shout outs, shall we? D-Mata is here. Steven the Weather Guy, TDP, KD, Donna Rogers. What's up, girly girl? Ray Lucio, what's up, man? Keith Sager's in the building. I dig that. Virginia Buttonweed is here. What's up, player? I'm sorry I missed the game yesterday. I wish I would have got that notice sooner, but go Pirates. Go Barry on Deck, Pirates. Steven the Weather Guy checks in with his weather report. Let's pause for that. Current conditions at BiffNet World Headquarters, 66 degrees. Dew point, 30 degrees. Blue skies, 90% chance I'm putting together a Deckhead Fantasy Baseball League. Watch the Discord for details. I'm in for that. I'm a huge fantasy baseball guy. Love fantasy baseball. I love the intricacy of a daily challenge. Football's too easy. Not that I won or anything, but football's, I set my lineup for the week. There's like a Thursday game. There might be a Saturday game. Ugh. But baseball is like grinding it out every day, stats galore, and I'm here for it. So, yes, I'm definitely in on a fantasy baseball league. So if you want to set that up, Lil Uzi, I am here for it. Uriel Villanueva's here for the show. So that's dope. Eric Resendez is in the building. Demata. Fuck! Congo blocked by Jesus. Yeah, I know. It sucks. What's there? Brandon Martinez, what's up? One of our Discord moderators. Thank you for being here. John Dory's in the building. Alan Denson. Rick C. Who else? BTK. The BTK killer is here, folks. Watch your back. Billy Keller. What up, player? Total Dallas is here. G-Man in the building. The original Super Chatter. The very first Super Chatter in the history of Super Chatters. What up, Jeff Bell? CC, PK, what's up, what's up? Jen, what's up, what's up? That reminds me, I gotta go back to your message. What's up, Stephen Luther? All right, who else is here? Sandoval, H-Town, SVG, Sylvia, my sweet Sylvia's here. Who else? Walt. We had a good time last night playing Warzone. That was fun as shit. Jess is in the building. I'm digging that. Dr. Dre on 290. What's up, Baldy? That wasn't nice. KD, PPW, Louisa Leia, one of our chat moderators. Reverend Lord Chris Household III, another chat moderator. Tony Garza, day one listener. Lies. All goddamn lies. And Sean doesn't like baseball, and he's a raggedy bitch. All right, there's the chat. We have several things that I on and off topic that I want to get to. Now, I was talking to Nora last night as I made bacon and eggs. By the way, if you're curious, and I know you don't give a single solitary fat fuck about my diet, but if you're curious, your boy is down to 200 pounds. Yeah, so I'm doing good, and I'm starting to lose weight. I haven't been below 200 in a minute, so I'm pretty pumped about this. This fasting all day and then eating one meal a day, mostly keto. Last night, so Nora bought this Nespresso machine because we have a Keurig, but she was like, oh, but we lattes and whatever the fuck that is, right? So I was like, I like those. I go to Starbucks, I'll get a mocha. I don't really get espressos or lattes or any of that other shit. But she was like, I think she bought it because she likes to drink fancy coffee. And then my sister-in-law, Nancy, who's over a lot, likes to drink fancy coffee. I'll get a fancy coffee, but I'm just a straight up, hey, give me a fucking K-cup and a Keurig and some Equal, and I'm good to go. And that's what this is. This is like the Dunkin's Donut French vanilla. That's what I'm drinking today. So she bought this Nespresso thing, right? And, like I know, House, what am I, a coffee expert? I don't fucking know. I don't know. Anyways, she bought this Nespresso thing and made me a mocha for the stream last night because she's like, you're going to be up all night. Let's make you one. Tried it. Oh my God, this shit was amazing. Yo, this Nespresso machine, if you're thinking about getting a Keurig or a Nespresso, I'm on the fence. I love my Keurig because it's fast and it just makes me a cup of coffee in the morning. But this Nespresso mocha tasted exactly like a Starbucks grande mocha. Unbelievable. So that shit was good. So that's like, the only problem is there's some carbs in milk and the cocoa or whatever that she put in it, but it was less than 20. I said all that to say this. That was the first time I've had carbs since the weekend. And this whole fasting and keto thing is really working. If you're struggling, maybe give it a shot if you're trying to lose weight. And I'm by no means the most motivated guy in the world. But I was like 212 and I'm 200 and it's been off and on. I'll have a cheat day. I'll have a cheat 3 days. I'll have a cheat weekend, but I get right back on it and I continue to fast for most of the day. I eat one meal. So basically I'm fasting. I'm doing a 23-1. I literally don't eat but one meal a day. And it's at night and it's keto friendly. That's it. House said, what plan do you use? So House, here's my recommendation. Now, some of you, obviously, if you're going to fast, you're going to want to talk to a doctor because I'm not a doctor, but Jen hit me up to this and I'm really digging the way it's working for me. Also because I'm up super late at night and I sleep kind of late. So it's easier for me to just get up, start show prep, drink some coffee, start the show. I don't eat during the show. I'm done. I do my post-show work. Nora shows up and we have dinner. So for me, this works better, House. But if you have the discipline and you're not like, don't eat all the time, you just eat really, really shitty when you do eat, try this. So You could do an 18-hour fast, you could do a 20-hour fast, and then you have a 4-hour window to eat whatever you want. But during that window that you eat, whether it's 4 hours, whether it's 6 hours or whatever, make sure that you're eating keto friendly, very little or no carbs, right? And if you can, no carbs. But for me, that's worked and I'm really excited about it. So yeah, it's just, I eat one meal a day. I do a 23-hour fast essentially. And then I make dinner, and it's usually like steak and broccoli or steak and green beans or eggs and bacon or whatever. And that's my meal. And it's a bunch of steak too. I mean, I'm full when I'm done eating. So just I'm not trying this into a weight loss show, but I'm just sharing with you my results. And it's been slow. This started February 1st. So it hasn't been like I tried to run every Tuesday and Thursday and Saturday. That fell on the wayside because of the freeze. By the way, during the freeze week, ate like an idiot, like a monster. Just everything you could think of, I was eating it. So even with a bad week plus some bad days, I had pizza the other night. All that mixed in, this fasting and keto has really worked for me. So it's been super easy for me as well. So I can't recommend it enough. Now, I did start out, I gave myself an advantage, and I started out with a 60-hour fast. And the best way to get through that is drink a lot of water. You can do it. Jen was telling me, she's like, Barry, I promise you it's not that hard. I was like, I can't, I'm not gonna make it. And then I just drank as much water as I could. It was actually pretty easy. So, start off, do you a good long fast, and then just 23 in 1. And then eat keto friendly when you do it. Yeah, and Katie said she lost 40 pounds doing it. So that's dope as shit, man. It works. Yeah, exactly. It works if you stick with it. And I'm mixing cheat days. I don't give a shit. Sometimes I just want nachos. I told Nora this weekend I want nachos. Sunday. So for me, I cheat every Sunday no matter what. I do 6 days a week of 23-hour fasting, 1 hour keto meal. 23-hour fasting, 1 hour keto meal. I've been doing that 6 days a week. And then on Sunday, I eat whatever the fuck I want. And sure, my weight goes up again, but then it drops back down. So you can do it. I promise you that. All right. So that's enough of that, but I just wanted to share that results with you because I was pretty excited about it. Just to be under, PCH 420 said I cheat every day. To be under 200 pounds, I'm going to be so excited when that happens. Hopefully it happens before the end of the week because I'm at 200.8 pounds. So I feel like if I can be really good and disciplined tonight, tomorrow we're going to be under 200 for sure. One more thing I'm not drinking because of the vaccine shot that I got. But that's not going to stop me from wishing my guy, my pal, my buddy, one of the nicest deckheads you'll ever meet. He goes by the moniker 713 Hooligan. And he's not a hooligan. He's a genuinely good dude. Josh, happy birthday, my friend. You guys do me a favor. Wish Josh, a.k.a. 713 Hooligan, a happy birthday. Buddy, I hope you get roadhead or a hand job or whatever it is you're into today, tomorrow, and the rest of the week for that matter. I thank you for your support of me and this show, but also being a part of the community and actually being a good citizen in the deckhead community and helping so many of our fellow deckheads. You are a gentleman and a scholar, Josh, and I really appreciate you more than you know. So happy birthday, 713 Hooligan, man. Cheers. I don't know why I tapped my coffee. That's fucking stupid. Yeah, I would love to see. Wouldn't that be the best? Roadhead on a motorcycle? That would be awkward as shit. You're basically 69 in at that point. But you'd have to look over her Virginia. Then you just have the wind blowing her butt in your face. That would be terrible. Yeah, maybe roadhead on a bike's not a good idea. I mean, I guess she could. That'd be a new kind of reach around. Reaching her whole face around. That would be interesting. Boy, VB, you really thought of it all, didn't you? All right, let's get to it. We've got a lot to discuss. Oh, your comment challenge for the day. It's real simple because we're going to talk about James Harden. And let's start with that. I'll do more updates and show stuff in a minute, but I want to get to some sports. By the way, I got off topic, but last night when I was having dinner with Nora, I said, one of the things I want to do is I want to get to a sports topic sooner. So I think I'm going to save some of the show updates and whatnot for later in the show. And we'll just get to the big topic of the day early, which is what we're going to do now and what we're going to do going forward in the future. So right now, the big topic really is the Rockets retiring James Harden's number. That's a big discussion going on here in Houston. Tillman Fertitta has decided that he's going to retire James Harden's number 13. Nope, that's the headlines. Which I think is appropriate, especially when you consider where James is among other Rockets. So what Fertitta said about it was, James Harden will always be a Rocket. Of course we will retire his jersey. He made my first 3 years of owning this franchise unforgettable. The success he brought this franchise over 8 years and the memories he created for our fan base and community are truly remarkable. That is a quote directly from Tillman Fertitta, the Rockets owner. So James Harden will have his number retiring from the rafters in the Toyota Center. And I think that the question really that I want to ask, do you think James goes down as the greatest Rocket of all time? And that is our comment challenge. You don't get to pick James. Well, that leads to our comment challenge. So this is a 2-horse race, if we're being honest, right? Let me back up for a minute. It's a 2-horse race for the Houston Rockets of greatest of all time. It's either Olajuwon or James Harden. There's no discussion. Don't throw out another name. I don't want to hear it. But you're either Team Harden or Team Olajuwon. There's no other names that it should even be considered on the list. And I know Moses Miller, shut up. No, stop it. Stop it. So the comment challenge for the day is, if I don't allow you to pick James or Hakeem, who is your favorite Rocket? Not the greatest outside of James or Hakeem, because I think that's a lot of people's favorites. Who's your favorite Rocket if you can't pick Harden or Olajuwon? Like, who's your, man, I loved. See, and that's exactly, yeah, a lot of people, Mario Ellie, Tracy McGrady is a good one. Mutombo, another good one. Drexler, I dig Drexler. That's pretty good. Although Drexler, listening to him announce games, I'm like, oh, maybe he's fallen down a little bit on my list of favorite Rockets. Chuck Nevitt. Holy shit. That's a good pull, Dr. Dre. Like you had that in your pocket waiting for this moment. Like you literally, he wrote down Chuck Nevitt's name years ago and was like, one day someone's going to ask me an obscure Rockets question and I'm going to use this fucking name. Luis Scola, I dig it. Yao Ming is a really good one. Let's see. Sam Cassell. Oh, that's another good one. Sam Elliott. Who else? Sam Cassell. Good. I dig it. Mine is going to be. So I think your favorite Rocket, Rafer Alston. Okay. Mine is going to be, I think when you talk about your favorite Rocket, first of all, if somebody's like Calvin Murphy, bro, Amos, you weren't old enough to watch Calvin Murphy. I was literally about to make this point. If you didn't grow up watching them, don't sit there and try to tell me, oh, Rudy T. Y'all know goddamn well you didn't watch Rudy T play basketball. And I'm not talking about after the game. I'm not talking about as a coach or an announcer. I'm talking about as a Rocket that you watched. So Amos, unless you're 137 years old, don't come at me with that Calvin Murphy bullshit. You were probably too goddamn young, because Murph was around when I was a kid, but I don't remember watching Calvin Murphy play. The earliest that I remember watching a Rocket play was Robert Reed, Allen Level, World Be Free. You know, and that was with the Ralph Sampson, Olajuwon Twin Towers and playing the Celtics and all that shit. No, well, I'm saying that now. How you going to have a favorite if you didn't watch them? How the fuck are they going to be? That's like saying, oh, my favorite movie is Gone with the Wind. Have you seen it? No. Well, then how the fuck is it your favorite movie? You have to have watched it. You have to have watched them play. You can't just be like, oh, they got a lot of nice stats. That don't work, Jen. Don't defend this foolishness. Oh, that's a good one. The amigo, Carl Herrera. Nice. Donna said, I think me and VB are the only ones who watched Rudy T. That's very possible. Very possible. Because VB is like 109 years old. Amos Johnson's dad's favorite player feels like I did. It's a sentimental pick, but it's not your favorite, Amos. I want your favorite that you watched. And maybe you're like, I was a Jazz fan. Well, fuck you if you were a Jazz fan. But I'm saying, who was your favorite Rocket to watch play basketball that wasn't named Hakeem Olajuwon or James Harden? That's the question. Andy Huggins with a good one. Robert freaking Horry. There's a lot of names that come from those championship years. And I really had a hard time with this because the Rockets have been blessed to have some really great players. Tracy McGrady, Yao Ming, even Steve Francis was fun for a minute. There's the role players on those championship teams that were a lot of fun. I mean, when I thought of the question, my first thought in my head, and I'm going to go with it as my answer, was Vernon Maxwell. Because Vernon was gritty. He was nasty. He was streaky, but he was a lockdown defender. And he had this I don't give a shit attitude. So that would probably be my answer. And my runner-up is this guy right here. Not only was he seemed super quiet, but that dude was scary looking. In a sense of how big and muscular he was. But Otis Thorpe was a lot of fun to watch play as well. Tree Rollins, nice pull. There you go, Mad Max or T-Max. See, okay, now you're in the spirit of this, Amos. Yeah, he did. But for that time, for that one brief moment, and if I had a third, my top three would be Mario Ellie. That'd be my top three. But that was, that was my time. Matt Maloney. God. Yao should have been on more lists, I feel like. And T-Mac. I feel like those guys should have been on more lists. But, those championship years are going to hold a special place in our hearts. That's a fact. That's just 100% fact. Those championship years are going to mean more to a lot of us. So they're going to get a lot of our answers, I feel like. Sleepy Floyd is a good one, Theo. Yo, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Total Dallas said, I respected Yao's basketball smarts, but Sam was the most fun to watch. He really was. As a rookie, especially. Holding his own with that team. Good shit. All right, so I wanted to show you something. Where does James rank amongst the Rockets all time? Because I think now the argument becomes, is it Olajuwon or is it James? And I know that your argument is going to be, well, Olajuwon brought 2 championships to the city. I get it. I do get that. And I appreciate that argument. But statistically, who contributed more on the basketball court? That's also the question. So I wanted to take a look at it, and I did for you. As you know, you guys, I love statistics. Here you go. This is where James Harden ranks as a Rocket in some of the important categories. He's played the 6th most games in Rockets history. If you're curious about the people ahead of him, I will read those to you for each of the categories. Ahead of James in games played is Allen Level, Robert Reed, Rudy Tomjanovich, Calvin Murphy, Hakeem Olajuwon. So James Harden played in 621 games, just to give you an idea. Olajuwon played in 1,177, almost twice as many games as Harden as a Rocket. Okay? So keep that in mind as we go through these categories. Points. Just straight up points scored. James Harden is number 2 with 18,365 points. And he did that in 621 games. Olajuwon is number one with 26,511 points. 8,000 more points. So when you think about points per game, that becomes pretty interesting because if you scroll down there, you see that points per game. Harden is number one, and it's not even close. 29.6 points per game as a Rocket. You want to guess who's second on that list? It is not Hakeem Olajuwon. Hakeem Olajuwon was not second on the list in points per game. He was fourth in points per game. Who do you think was second and third, chat? Who was second and who was third on points per game for the Houston Rockets? I think you'll get one, and I don't think you'll get the other. I'll give you guys a second to respond as I go over some other ones. One of the things that surprised me on here is total rebounds. Being seventh on rebounds as a point guard / shooting guard, pretty impressive. Obviously, he didn't play in the most games, but the fact that he was seventh in rebounds, total rebounds. I mean, he's up there. The only people that had more rebounds than James Harden are Yao Ming, Otis Thorpe, Rudy T, Moses Malone, Elvin Hayes, and Hakeem Olajuwon. All centers except for Rudy. And Otis Thorpe was a power forward. But literally all big men that played down low. James Harden has more rebounds than Robert Reed. He has more rebounds than Clint Capella, than Ralph Sampson. Which is also impressive when you think about Robert Reed played in more games than James Harden. So credit where credit is due. All right, I've given the chat enough time to respond. Some of you are saying that second and third on points per game for the Houston Rockets. Some of you said T-Mac. Some of you said Calvin Murphy. I see a Moses Malone. I see a Murph. I see a Yao and T-Mac. T-Mac and Francis. Moses and T-Mac. The answer, points per game, most points per game for the Houston Rockets. Second is Moses Malone. Third is Tracy McGrady. And Reverend House Googled it because he didn't answer that. He said, yeah. Oh, no, that was Michael Caravantes. House, you definitely Googled that because you said Murph at first. You're cheating. You cheating son of a bitch. James Harden, number one as assists, all-time leader in assists for the Houston Rockets. So there's his first number one category besides points per game. So Landon, you're saying he still doesn't deserve to get his jersey retired. Let's put a pin in that and come back to it because I'm curious as to why you say that. Go ahead and leave it in the chat as to why you say he doesn't deserve to have his number retired. As I'm showing you, he was either one or two in a ton of important statistical categories. Number one in assists, beating out Calvin Murphy. Number three in steals. Hey, raise your hand if you thought James Harden would be even top 5 in steals for the Houston Rockets, as bad of a defender as he was labeled to be and proved to be a lot of times. Well, there are two people that had more steals than James Harden. Calvin Murphy and Hakeem Olajuwon. Isn't that amazing? Olajuwon with not even close to. Olajuwon has almost 1,000 more steals than Calvin Murphy. Obviously, the longevity of playing in the games matters too. But James Harden is third with 1,087. Super close to passing Murph for second because Murph had 1,165. Triple doubles. It's not even close. It's James Harden and everybody else in triple doubles for this team. In fact, if you want, I'll give you second place. James Harden has had 46 triple doubles in his career as a Rocket. Hakeem Olajuwon had 14. The next closest, surprise, Russell Westbrook had 8. Holy shit, how does Westbrook get on that list? And then it's Drexler, Steve Francis, Art Williams, Otis Thorpe, and then a lot of people with 2, like Lou Lloyd, Scottie Pippen, and Kyle Lowry, Michael Lowry. So, yeah. Not even close. 46 to 14 triple doubles. I'd mentioned points per game. Win share. So this is like, the value as contributed to wins. Hakeem was number one with a 160. This isn't really even close. James Harden was number 2 with a 115.2 win share. And then if you want to know who was third and just how good James was, the next closest win share for the Rockets is Calvin Murphy at 84. So you go from 160 with Olajuwon at 1, 115.2 with James Harden, and then 84, 160, 115, 84. That's quite the disparity in win share. And then value overall. So your value over replacement, that's like, if you're a baseball fan, that's like WAR. And it's like a cumulative number that you try to capture that gives you an overall value and perspective on what a player would be worth to a team. Like, how good are they if you just put a single number on it? In baseball, that is WAR. In basketball, it's value over replacement. Value over replacement player. Olajuwon was a 73.1. If you replaced him with another player, Olajuwon's value is 73% greater, almost 74%. James was second as a Rocket, 58.7. Third place ain't even close. It's Yao Ming with 20.7. So Olajuwon first at 73.8. We'll just round up. Olajuwon at 74, Harden at 59, Yao Ming at 21. Not even close. So to sit here and tell me that you don't think James Harden isn't the second greatest Rocket of all time, because Olajuwon is first. But to sit here and try to defend a stance that James Harden isn't the second greatest Rocket of all time is pretty foolish. Now, Landon, I'm not calling you foolish because we're allowed our opinions, but playoff performance and didn't leave gracefully. Are we going to count that? You know, Olajuwon went to Toronto. The breakup wasn't pretty. Does that still mean Olajuwon wasn't the greatest of all time? He didn't end as a Rocket. He came back. You're going to hold that against him? Because if you're going to hold it against James, you got to hold it against Hakeem. And playoff performance, look, I get it. He got him to the Western Conference Finals twice, but he never got over the hump. That matters. But he did get within a game of a finals appearance. Still never won one. I understand that. That's a reason why I wanted him gone. Because that's the other thing, Landon. Nobody made a bigger deal out of wanting James to leave Houston than me for a long time. Even when it wasn't cool to want James Harden not to be a Rocket anymore. I was made fun of on air at ESPN because of it. So I get why, I get why the Rockets moved on and why he moved on. This wasn't working and nothing was changing. They weren't winning a championship, but it doesn't negate the fact that he was still the second greatest Rocket of all time. And I can admit that even though I didn't want him here anymore. So CC said you don't have to be retired to have your number retired. No, you just don't be on the team anymore. It's just basically CC saying like no one else is going to be 13. He doesn't have to be retired, but they can retire his number because they know James ain't coming back. James ain't going to be a Rocket again. Maybe when he's 40 and like just hanging on like Vince Carter, maybe, but he can still use 13. It's basically saying this is your number forever, whether you come back or you just go away. It is crazy. Hakeem was great at steals. VB said the number isn't being retired. It was basically Tillman saying no hard feelings. When the time comes, we will do it. I know it's not happening right now, but yes, I know. They're going to retire his number. No one else. In other words, next year, if someone shows up and that's their number is 13, they're not getting 13. That's James's number. That's how that goes. Tree Rollins. Landon said Chris Paul's hamstring was the worst thing that could have happened and still the greatest what if. Fact. Tony said the men's club is retiring his jersey. Yeah. His wallet is being lowered from the rafters at the men's club. You see his wallet up there. It just has a 13 on it. All right. Good discussion on old Jamesy James there. I'm here for it. I dig it. Now let's get to some sports headlines because I do have those for you as well. In California, a sheriff is getting a warrant for the black box in Tiger Woods SUV. I think they want to see what happened. They want more details. The Washington football team is replacing their cheerleaders with a co-ed dance team. Okay. Good for them. Very progressive. It feels a little like a reach right now. Like, we have this calendar issue with the cheerleaders, and you know what? We'll just get rid of half of the chicks. We'll solve that problem. So they are replacing their cheerleaders with a co-ed dance team. Not the first to do that. I believe it's the Chargers or the Rams that have male dancers as well. Not like, like Chippendales, but like, just a dance team. The Washington Nationals, John Lester is going to have his thyroid gland removed. This surprised me because I'll be honest, I'm not a doctor. Surprise! I'm not a doctor. But they said they expect him to be back in a week if all goes well. I'm like, damn, you can come back from a week? You can come back in a week after losing your thyroid? That's pretty wild. Not that he lost it. He wasn't like, where's my thyroid? Holy shit, I can't find it. Babe, have you seen my thyroid? It's by your wallet. All right. Luka Doncic is doubtful versus OKC, but he is going to play for the All-Star game. Same thing, LeBron James is out today, will not play, but he is still set for the All-Star game. So you have that to look forward to, which is nice. I probably won't watch the All-Star game. It does nothing for me. Nothing for me. It's still better than the Pro Bowl. I just don't need to see 190 to 180. I just don't need that in my life. So, but a lot of you do like it. I mean, now I'm here for the dunk contest, possibly. Not the All-Star game. Not my thing. Francisco, how dare you be so late? How dare you? One other thing I need to get to. Actually, let's just go ahead and do some show updates. We got a bunch of sports out of the way. Before we get to some show updates, though, I do want to tell you about Dan's Seafood and Wings. Listen, if you want some of the best crawfish, some of the best boiled spicy shrimp, and I mean that because I've had both. Speaking of Francisco, who loves Dan's. Boiled spicy shrimp, it's crawfish season. Do yourself a favor. Get out to Dan's Seafood and Wings. EatAtDans.com is the website. Go check them out. Eat at Dan's on Instagram. Eat at Dan's 1 on Facebook. All you remember, just Eat at Dan's. Google it. Look it up. That's the logo. If you want crawfish, you guys, you've probably tried some other places in town and been like, oh, okay, that's pretty. No, I'm telling you, if you are having a craving for crawfish, do yourself a favor. They got garlic butter seasoning, mild, medium, extra spicy, all fresh, all delicious in 2 locations to serve you. One on South Gessner on the southwest side and one on Uvalde Road on the northeast side. Go check out their website, eatatdans.com, eatatdans.com. All right, back to the show. I have an announcement to make. Everybody bring it in. Come on, team. Everybody, I can't whistle. I've always wanted to whistle, but I can't. That's the best I can do. Bring it in. Let's go. This is important. Your boy won a copyright claim. What? What? Yeah, I know. Your boy won a copyright claim. Lamb bomb. Fuck the man. So, as you guys know, sometimes when I play like break videos or I do a breakdown or whatever, if there's like a video I'm using or something like that, dude, I love that, Fidel. That's outstanding. Look at that lamb bomb. That is amazing, Fidel. Yeah. So they'll flag it. So do y'all remember my guest on Monday, Mac McClendon, Jersey guy, the guy that got roasted by the Chicago Bulls staff? Well, I cut up that video and posted it. And I got hit with a copyright strike. And I was like, no, fam, that was 1 minute of a 15-minute interview. I'm not going to stand for this. So I submitted a, what's it called? A dispute. And I said, under the Fair Use Act, this was not the whole basis of this video. This was the premise. This wasn't the video. It was the premise of the video. I played it while I was on screen reacting to it, which is also part of fair use. Excuse me, fair use is reactions. My coffee made me burp. My bad, guys. It's gross. But while it was on screen, I was reacting, and then I cut it and we did an interview with the guy that was part of the interview. And I thought, I don't know if this is going to work. It fucking worked. Yeah, this ain't that show. This ain't that show. It worked though. I just got a notice before I went on air that says, congratulations, you won your copyright dispute. What? That's the second one. Another one was another reaction video I was doing where I was breaking something down. And I was like, well, damn, if I'd have known this, I'd have been disputing all that shit. I mean, look, and my 7 senses gets to stay in daddy's pocket and not go to the NBA, whatever. But there's a small victory, a win for the little guy. Is always good. Other things I need to talk about. It is a Wednesday, which means it is a Whisker Wednesday. And I have 2 adorable animals for you. Brought to you by Special Pals, by the way. If you don't know about Special Pals, I want to encourage... Where did my special... Oh, shit. I have deleted my Special Pals thingy. No, well, that sounds weird. That's not what I meant to say. Here, I'll just throw this up there. If you don't know, go to specialpals.org. They're open Wednesday through Sunday, 12 to 4 p.m. Sorry, that was sloppy. All dogs and cats that you adopt from Special Pals, including the ones I'm going to show you today, all of them are vaccinated, microchipped, spayed or neutered, and up to date on their flea and heartworm prevention. You don't have to worry about it. It is legit one-stop shopping. Now, this is Dasher. Dasher is a 1-year-old lab mix who had a rough start in life. She had her babies. They were found living under an abandoned house back in December. Bless their hearts, all of them. Her puppies have all been adopted. Poor thing. And she has been living with a foster family, learning what it's like to be a part of a home. A patient home is what she needs, but she will have a happy life. So if you are one of those folks that likes a project that loves an adorable dog, Dasher sure could use a chance. If you've been wanting a lab mix, if you've been wanting, somebody that you can pour your heart out to, check out Dasher. Also, check out Meow Kinsey if you want a kitty cat. Look at that thing. Is that not cute? Look at them ears. I feel like Meow Kinsey can hear me all the way over here. She's a 2-year-old tabby with a very loving personality. She and her 6 kitty housemates were surrendered after their owner passed away. Damn. She gets along great with other cats and would make a cuddly addition to any home. To adopt Meow Kinsey or to adopt Dasher, all you got to do is go to specialpals.org. You can see Dasher, you can see Meow Kinsey, and so many more. And remember, Wednesday through Sunday, 12 to 4 p.m., they are open for adoptions. All of the dogs and cats that you adopt come spayed or neutered, vaccinated, microchipped, and flea and heartworm prevention is done. One-stop shopping. That's why I love Special Pals. And reading Meow Kinsey's bio made me think of something. Wasn't there a story where some lady died and she had a bunch of cats and then the cats ate her because there was no one there to feed her? Cats are weird. Cats are vicious, man. Oliver, I swear to God, if I die and you eat me, I'm going to be pissed. He would, though. He'd fucking eat me. I know he would. Jerk ass cat. Man, he's been fucking getting on my nerves lately with how hungry this dude is. Like, bro, you are definitely my cat because we are both just way too goddamn hungry. No, Meow Kinsey did not eat anyone. It was a story about a lady that died with like 5 or 6 cats and then no one, like, I guess she didn't have family or whatever. I don't know. No one checked on her for a while and the cats were there and they were hungry and they fucking ate her. Damn, PK just broke it out. Your pets will definitely eat you. Fuck this cats and dogs. Knowing that, I don't want them now. Oliver's got to go. I'm going to text Nora. I'm going to tell her right now. Hey, we have to get rid of Oliver because he's going to eat us. No, I'm not putting up with it. I'm not putting up with it. I'm not going to do it. By the way, I'm really excited about today's break video. The animals on, it's all Whisker Wednesday stuff, so it's all animal videos. Oh my God. Katie did a great job getting a lot of this stuff to me, so it's going to be dope. It's going to be really cool. After the break, in hour number 2, by the way, if you're wondering what's coming up in the second half of the show, we're going to check out a Lookalikes company in the UK that has some of the worst lookalikes you've ever seen. I mean, they're awful. And I'm here for it because they're hilarious. God, Katie. What are you doing? You're freaking us all out. They'll start with the soft tissue in your face. God bless. Cats eating people would be a good movie. No! What? Cats eating people would be an awful movie. Like a super awful movie. I don't like that idea at all. Fidel said Oliver sees me not eating, so he knows there's more food. We don't eat the same food, Fidel. I don't eat cat food. I eat bacon and eggs. He don't get bacon and eggs. He's a fucking cat. He gets cat food. Hey, did you see this thing from Phil Simms, by the way? I don't know where you fall on this, but Phil Simms published something that he's going to talk about on his podcast and get his reasoning behind this. Oh, man, my slide didn't come out the way I wanted it. But this is Phil Simms' QB rankings for the 2021 draft. And I think this surprised a lot of people, right? I mean, when you think about everything you've heard about quarterbacks going into the 2021 draft and through last season, there's been one name that's been mentioned all the time. So when you look at this list, I think it catches a lot of people off guard. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Phil? I meant Chris. My bad. Yes, Chris. You guys know what the fuck I meant. The name is on the slide. I meant Chris Simms. God damn it. Thank you for correcting an obvious misspeak that you can obviously see because the name is obviously on the scene. I hate y'all sometimes. I say 90 million words in 2 hours. Get one name wrong. Jerks. But Chris Simms surprised a lot of people, and I think it's obvious why. Kellen Mond at 4? What? What? Gig 'em! Whoop! No, obviously Trevor Lawrence being number 2 on the list was a big shock. Zach Wilson at number 1, Mac Jones at 3, Kellen Mond at 4, which I hadn't seen Kellen Mond in the top 5 at all. I mean, your top 4 was, Trevor Lawrence 1, Zach Wilson 2, and then I've seen Justin Fields 3 and Trey Lance 4. I've seen Trey Lance 3 and Justin Fields 4. Mac Jones being 3rd on the list? And then Kellen Mond? I don't know. It all seems pretty surprising to me. I think part of this might be Chris Simms just looking for attention and somebody to tune into his podcast. But maybe he has some, purpose behind this. I don't know. It's pretty interesting. I don't think Kellen Mond is going to be a good NFL quarterback. I just don't. I don't. I think there's probably 2 to 3 guys on this list that end up being decent. Maybe not even great, but good. Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance. That's the 3 names that jump out to me. And I could be wrong. I might be wrong. Virginia Buttonweed said he hacked Easterby's computer. Oh, that's good shit. Right? Look, Cece, she's over here defending her Bama boys. Well, if only Mac Jones had wanted to, that doesn't always translate to the NFL. There's a lot of good players on that team. Lot of good players. I love the chat sometimes. Sometimes y'all get on my gut. Arm strength is not there for Mond. Look, decision making has gotten better through the years with Kellen Mond. I think Jimbo Fisher really improved his draft status significantly. His play improved significantly under Jimbo Fisher. But I don't know if I'm an NFL franchise, if I'm taking a gamble in the first round. Because if you saw Lance Zierlein's mock draft, LZ had a mock draft. He had 4 quarterbacks being taken in the first round. He legitimately had Trevor Lawrence going number 1, and then he had Zach Wilson going number 2 to the Jets. He later, I think he had Trey Lance going to, who did he have Trey Lance? The Niners? And then I think he had Justin Fields going to the Patriots at 15. If I recall, you can obviously Google this and look this up. So, that's 4 quarterbacks in the first round. But if you're thinking you're going to build a franchise around a lot of these guys, I'm not so sure about that. I just don't. There's not the same hype around some of these cats. Now, Trevor Lawrence does get a lot of the discussion. But do you feel like, he's the next Peyton Manning or he's the next, whatever? I don't think so. I think people are like, let's see how he does. Of course, no one would have ever predicted that Patrick Mahomes would be what he is. The absolute best player in the NFL, period. Hands down. No questions asked. And he was looked at, but he was thought to be a system quarterback, and everybody out of Tech ends up flaming out and this, that, and the other. And sure, he's got arm strength, but big deal. So maybe that's the case with some of these guys on this list. Maybe Kellen Mond is the next Patrick Mahomes. I almost got it out. Yeah, Amos said Chris Sims has a podcast too. He already does Monday Morning Quarterback every morning. That's weird. So he does Monday Morning Quarterback every morning. So he does Tuesday Morning Quarterback. He does Wednesday Morning Quarterback. That seems odd. Yeah, apparently maybe he was talking about Monday Morning Quarterback. Is that his podcast or is that a show? I don't know what that is. I couldn't tell you if that's an actual podcast or a show either. But yeah, apparently he said when he tweeted this out, and of course people started freaking out immediately, but he said he would talk about it. So there you go. There is his breakdown of the top quarterbacks in the 2020 NFL draft. I don't see it. I think you go with those top 2. There's some of the guys on this list that are obviously going to flame out, but if it were me, I'd go Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Justin Fields. Talk about the rest. That's what I'm saying, Landon. Kellen Mond being on the list is shockingly hilarious at times, I guess. Mond isn't even more than a 5th round pick. I agree. But I think this is him trying to drum up views or listens and, create some conversation. And it worked, even though I called him by the wrong name. It worked. So, one more NFL note. Actually, I wonder if we should save it for the break. Let's save it for the break. I'm going to take you into a Whisker Wednesday with a story that's not really whisker friendly. So this lady that you're looking at on your screen, this woman has been through some shit. I mean, you can obviously tell. But this is Wendy Hurd. I feel like Wendy is wearing her life on her face. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the smoothest. And I won't even talk about her haircut. We're not going to get into that. But this is Wendy Hurd. She's 56. I'm not. Wow, House. You're an awful person. This is Wendy Hurd. She's 56 years old. She was involved in a verbal argument with a 73-year-old woman. And during that argument, she took her cat, this woman right here, Wendy Hurd, and threw it in the victim's face, causing the cat to scratch the 75-year-old victim. 73. Goddamn, why do I keep 75? Wow, Amos. You're a dick. So this 56-year-old woman throws her cat in a fit of rage, like legitimately throws her cat into a 73-year-old woman's face. Just, fuck you, bitch. And the cat's like, what the fuck? Ah! And scratches the 73-year-old's face. Now you hear that and you think, okay, that wasn't cool. That was mean to the cat. That was mean to the 73-year-old person. Oh, no, it doesn't stop there, folks. She was arrested. They didn't reveal the cat's age, by the way, which is fucking hilarious. It says the victim suffered injuries during the incident, for which Hurd was arrested for domestic battery of a person over the age of 65. Do you know what that means? He said she threw a pussy grenade. That was the best. A pussy grenade. Fact. I wonder, like, if you're throwing a puss grenade, do you just pull the tail off? I don't know how that works. Puss grenade is hilarious. Hilarious, Katie. Anyways, the fact that she threw this puss grenade into this lady's face and the lady was over 65, that's a felony. Yeah, it's domestic battery on a person over the age of 65, which is a felony. She's held at the jail in lieu of a $4,000 bond. But do you understand when you commit a felony, if you get sentenced, you have to serve every single day? Do you know what she could face? Where'd it go? Was it 30 years? Oh, it doesn't say. It doesn't say. Oh, okay. Sorry. I was reading something else. But this is her rap sheet. Check this out. Listen to this. So this lady right here, the cat bomber, this is her rap sheet. Her rap sheet includes an assortment of convictions for crimes like theft, battery, drunk driving, big shock. Big shock that she's a drunk driver. Possession of drug paraphernalia. Super surprised about that one. She doesn't look like she's done meth at all. No way. So she's got theft, battery, drunk driving, possession of drug paraphernalia, a probation violation, and are you ready for it? Prostitution. What? What? Oh my God. What can't she do? She's like the Swiss Army knife of criminals. I mean, really. What can't she do? She's done it all, folks. Cece nailed it too. She's like solicitation. Oh, Jesus. What? She spent nearly 5 years in a state prison. She had previously served a year in prison for escaping from police custody. Jesus Christ. It says in 2018, she was arrested for allegedly battering the same person who was identified as the victim in the case. Prosecutors, however, subsequently declined to pursue a felony charge against her. Victim is described in a 2018 court as a platonic roommate. Oh, so it's a dude. I just assumed that you would throw a cat at a 7-year-old lady. She threw a cat at a 73-year-old man's face. A platonic sugar daddy. Sugar daddy. That's what that is. That's definitely what that is. Seems like she's slinging her puss all around. Facts. She's just passing out the puss. Here. You get it. You can have it. That's how you wrap up segment 1 on a Whisker Wednesday. All right, stick around through the break. When we come back, we're going to get into a little more sports for you. Including, where the hell did it go? Including 15 NFL veterans that could be cut. Some of these names might surprise you. And then we need to talk about Chris D'Elia being a sexual deviant, finally going to face charges for child pornography. We'll get to that. And then these lookalikes that Katie sent me. Oh my God, I'm going to pull up the link and you and me. I haven't looked at many of them at all because I wanted the reactions to be natural. I didn't want to plan these and stage them, although I probably should. But we're going to go through them together, and we're going to find us some lookalikes. So we're going to do all that and more right after the break. Enjoy the break video. A lot of these videos were given to me by PK and Total Dallas. I appreciate their support. So we're back in 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Go smoke a cigarette, smoke a joint, take a shit, whatever it is you do during the break, and I will see you in 5 right after this.
Bitch, I'm the shit. Oh, my mom and my sis had to kick my own blood out. They must have forgot I was a crip. Scoop.
Wow.
You get out.
Give me a high five. Give me a high five. Thanks.
Are you with me, Lions? The choice is yours, son.
Hey Google, stop music.
What are you doing?
What am I doing? What are you doing?
We're having spa day.
Spa day, okay. Alright, enough of this nonsense. Let's go, Chase. Come on.
He doesn't want to go with you.
Let's go, Chase.
Leave him
Come
here.
on. Ugh, fine.
Hey Google, play.
Hey, welcome back to hour number 2 of Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for sticking around through the break. Those of you that did, those of you that didn't and left, you can go fuck yourself. You're a jerk. Why would you leave? We have so much more to discuss, so much more fun to be had. I mean, okay. Yeah, that last video. Just that last video of the Cat Daddy Spa Day is legitimately one of my favorite videos right now. Because I expected the cat to like get up and run. No. That cat just laid there chilling. I don't know if they had him strapped to the table to get him to, but oh my God, that was outstanding. What a great video. No way. Now, I will say this. There's no way Oliver would lay for that. But Nora does do spa day every Sunday for Oliver. It's pretty ridiculous. She's like, it's Sunday, it's spa day. And then she clips his nails and gives him a massage. Yeah. She gives him a massage. She combs his hair and takes a wet wipe like for cats and wipes him down, to clean him. We haven't given him a bath yet. It's been a year. We don't really bathe our cats because, they do it for themselves. Which, some people are like, you don't bathe your cat? You don't bathe your cat? Ray said someone's jealous. Yeah, she don't rub my back. She don't give me a massage, Ray. The cat gets all the love on Sundays. But But, does that make us bad cat parents if we don't bathe our cat? Because I feel like my thought process on this, because they're like, you got to bathe your dog. You got to bathe your cat. You got to clip their nails. Okay. But how did they do all that shit if humans weren't around? And when? Because there was a point where there was dogs and cats, whether they were wolves and, saber-toothed tigers or whatever the fuck they were, however they've evolved. But at some point they existed without being domesticated. So how did these saber-toothed tiger cats and wolf dogs clip their own toenails, give themselves a bath? Now all of a sudden we got to do that shit for them? No, fam. Nope. I don't believe that. I mean, we should, and you can. But, you don't have to. It's whatever. No, don't put Febreze on your cat, Virginia Buttonweed. I'll put it on my balls sometimes. I'll just give a little, sometimes your balls stink. Just a little Febreze on there. Not like, you can, straight up on the balls. You can, on your underwear, whatever you need. Good. I'm glad I'm not the only one that doesn't bathe my cat a lot. We might, like our old cats, we would do it like once a year, maybe. That's hilarious. We had one. Our cat gets in the shower with us at least once a day, or at least one person a day. Yeah, our old cat Sebastian that died would do that. You'd get in the shower when we first got him, we lived in an apartment, and it was a big tub too, and it had a shower curtain, and you'd get in there and you'd turn around and he'd be sitting on the back ledge, just watching your naked ass shower like a weirdo, a freak. He loved it. Gold Bond? That's for athlete's foot, isn't it? I don't know. I've never put Gold Bond on my balls before. They do have this stuff called Ballsy. Like, fellas, if your balls stink, get you some Ballsy. I need to reach out to them to be a sponsor. I should do that. Where the hell did it go? There was the cat hitting the face woman. So real quick, I just wanted to talk about something, a couple things, and I realize I got to stop doing this. But I feel it's important and necessary. But I feel like I'm costing myself viewers. By the way, ever since I did what the consultant said, I have noticed viewership is way down. Like normally I'll look up and watch the viewer count and it's at 70. And I'm not suggesting that it was him, that it's probably me or whatever. I don't know what's going on, but I haven't seen a 46 in a really long time, if at all. And I'm not upset. I'm glad there were 46 of you here to watch. But I think ever since I talked to that consultant and did what he said, the numbers, we've lost 20 to 30 views a day. Like live watching. But I wanted to share something with you because, being on social media, I tend to ruffle some feathers. And I caught myself the other day. I was about to post some nasty shit, but I tweeted it out. But somebody on my Facebook, and I'm not going to name names. I still love you, Joel Hernandez. I will, House. Yeah, I knew there was going to be a dip. It's weird. We'll see what happens. Nope, I get it. In fact, I had a meeting just, I know a lot of you guys don't give a shit, but I had a meeting with a social media marketing guy yesterday. So I'm really excited about that. It looks like we're going to be moving forward. And that's, I think, going to help quite a bit. He was like, what's your goal? I was like, well, I know 10,000 is really going to be difficult to do on YouTube. He goes, no, it's not. I was like, well, let's go, fam. Let's fucking go. So that's the goal. Anyways, I did not do this, but I wanted to share it with you. But somebody on Facebook was like, hey, today my dad would have been 98 years old. And I typed it out, but I didn't hit send. I deleted it. But I wanted to be like, probably not. Probably not. First of all, most people don't live to be 98. So the chances of your dad making it to 98, slim. In a pandemic, super slim. I mean, I don't want to be the dick. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, the pallbearer of bad news. Like, why do people do that? Today, my mom would have been 109. No, No, that's not how that fucking works at all, Sally. Stop. Like, they're dead. Let them be dead. If you want to be like, hey, happy birthday, Dad. Okay. Hey, happy birthday, dead mom. Okay. But my dad would have been 98. No, bitch, he probably wouldn't have. He'd be dead. You'd still be making the same post. Most people, what is the life expectancy of a man in America right now? Life expectancy of a man in America. Let's look it up, chat. Let's just see how big of an asshole I am. How off am I in telling her and crushing her, my dad would have been 98 today? No, hell no, he wouldn't. Here you go. The life expectancy of a man, well, just life expectancy in general in the United States, 78 and a half years old. So you just think your dad is so goddamn super duper that he would have lived 20 more years than most of us will in a pandemic. This is why people don't like me. This is why my numbers have dropped. Right? Like, this is why my numbers, because people are like, he's a dick. Let that old man live his life. No, I mean, that old man lived his life. I'm one of those believers in when it's your time, it's your time. It's just like, when you think about some of the freak shit, like there was a tragic story of a lady driving her son home here in Texas on 59. I forget where she was coming from. She was driving her son home from a baseball game, just her and her son. And a tire came off of a truck on the other side of 59, smashed into the cab of her car and killed her. And her son was injured, but okay. And it is heartbreaking. And it is so sad. And I feel so bad for that kid who just lost his mom in front of him. And it's just devastating. I could not imagine. I don't know what I would do. I love my mom so much. And I told Nora, you know, it's almost like sometimes there is this universal plan of it's your turn. We don't know that. Like some people get her and they don't die. Maybe it wasn't their time yet. But that, just stuff like that just makes you think, do we all just have a roadmap of our existence? Because I feel like if you're going to tell me your dad would have been 98, then his roadmap would have had him be 98. I don't know. Maybe I'm a dick. And then P. Jones said I was a dick for it. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I didn't post it. I thought it. I typed it out, but I didn't hit send. I still tweeted it, but I didn't say whose dad it was or how I know him. And then there's the quick discussion we need to have about the new governor's mandate or lifting of the mask mandate. Now, I'm not going to turn this into a political discussion because only in America would we politicize a pandemic. Let's be real. Only in this country would one side be like, oh, wait, what is that side doing? Nope, we're going to do the opposite. Fuck them if people die. We're going to do the opposite. So I'm not going to turn this into a political debate. But I will say this. Because too often we blend political opinion with the facts of science. And there are some facts that we do have. The fact is 500,000 people have died in a pandemic caused by the coronavirus in this country, not worldwide, in this country. The fact is we know that the coronavirus is a real thing. The fact is that we know that the coronavirus is not the flu. The fact is we know that the coronavirus is deadly more so to some than others. And there is a fact that proves that wearing a mask can help prevent the spread to those of us, to those around us that are more susceptible to the coronavirus. So it's disappointing that we are in a state that doesn't value the life of everyone. And I tweeted it out. Well, the governor of Texas has lifted the mask mandate, and Republicans have cheered, and I guess all lives don't matter after all. And it was a political statement. But let me explain something to you. This isn't about Republican and this isn't about Democrat. This is about old people dying and at-risk people dying. That's what this is about. And people were like, well, you can still wear your mask. The mandate has been lifted, but you can still wear your mask. So don't get mad at me just because I don't want. It's freedom of choice. Oh, we're all pro-choice now. Cool. Listen, let me explain the mask one more fucking time for those of you that don't understand it. The mask doesn't protect you. The mask is not for you. It's for the people around you that you might pass at HEB that are maybe diabetic or at risk, have asthma, like my wife, who is, 40 something years old, not giving it away, relatively healthy, but has asthma. And if she got coronavirus, she could die. So for me, it's not even political, it's personal. So when I walk through the store with my wife and there's one of you fucking assholes that don't have a mask on and you're going around everywhere without a mask, probably getting the goddamn coronavirus, and now you're risking my wife's life because of your choice. This is not about politics. This is about people. So wear a fucking mask until everybody's vaccinated. I don't understand, people bitched when, we got to wear seatbelts. Nobody gets in their car without putting a seatbelt on because it's a smart thing to do. It's saving lives. It's saving your life. You can't drink and drive. Why not? Because you could kill other people. And right now, in a pandemic, if you're walking around without a mask on, you could legitimately be killing other people. Now, I live with a nurse who is not necessarily on the front lines of this anymore, but has plenty of information about it. And it is so sad for me to see so many people think that this is a joke and to disregard our healthcare workers in this country by thinking, I don't need to wear a mask. And then you'll be the next person in the ICU with a ventilator on. Some woman or man has just worked a 12-hour shift to take care of you because you didn't want to get vaccinated or somebody around you didn't want to wear a mask and you didn't want to wear a mask. It's so simple, but yet we've politicized it. And it's so sad that we can't get over that kind of shit in this country, man. It's unbelievably sad. So I hope you'll all wear a mask no matter what the mandate is from the governor, no matter what political decisions are made. I hope that you'll at least choose to wear a mask because you care about your fellow man. You care about your fellow Texans. You care about old people. You care about at-risk people. No one's asking you to wear a chastity belt. It's a fucking mask. I can't breathe, bitch. I can't see. I wear glasses. It's fogged up all the time. So I know those rants turn a lot of you off. I'm sorry. Needed to be said. My buddy Andy Huggins, 70 plus years old. But you guys will walk around him at the store because goddamn it, I'm an American. Cool. And how many Americans do you not give a shit about possibly killing because you don't want to wear a fucking mask? Unbelievable. Unbelievably selfish. We are unbelievably selfish. All right. This list that came out, this 15 NFL veterans that could be cut. I found this to be kind of fascinating. There are some names that I'd love to see the Texans go after. They won't. They won't, because I don't know if any of these guys are good character guys, because, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if you're a good football player. You don't need to be a good football player to be on the Texans. You got to be a high character guy. Jack's got to know you've been saved. If you hadn't been saved, son, you can't be a Houston Texan. First thing you got to do, get an agent. Second thing, if that agent ain't Jesus, don't call us. I feel like that's like the Texans motto. Like, we only want to talk to you if your agent is Jesus. Absolutely ridiculous. But here's the list. Now, this is according to thescore.com. 15 NFL veterans who could be surprised by offseason cuts. One, you got Von Miller. That's obviously the number one list on here. Number one name on the list, excuse me. He's been with the Broncos for an absolute decade, which is crazy to think that they would cut him, but they're going nowhere fast. He's going to be 32 years old. They save $18 million off the cap and only have to eat $4 million in dead money to do it. 1 year left on his deal. Do you ride out another year with him and let him reach free agency, or do you go ahead and start saving that $18 million in cap space? A lot of teams would still love to have Von Miller. Von Miller is in the J.J. Watt category for me. At this point, Von Miller isn't going to be your primary pass rusher. Still dominant, still good. But I think at 32 years old, he's probably a complimentary piece. Just like J.J. going to Arizona and being a complimentary piece to Chandler Jones. Von Miller in Cleveland on the opposite side of Myles Garrett would be a fantastic 1-2 punch for the Cleveland Browns. I know Jen would be here for it. So that's where Von Miller is at this point. Eric Fisher, left tackle, 1 year left on his deal. Chiefs would save 11, almost 12 million in cap space and only have to eat 3 million in dead money. Still a serviceable left tackle for sure. Also, you got Landon Collins, a safety. He's still got 4 years on his deal, though. But Washington is such a mess. Washington is such a mess that it wouldn't surprise me if they do it. Now, they would have to eat 18 million in dead money. So they'd be losing 1.8 million. And this says, if the team keeps him unless it ties a post-June 1 designation to his name, his remaining guarantee and prorated portions of a signing bonus would be spread out over 2 years, leaving Washington with a bill of $9 million this year and $9 million next year. Based on how well Cameron Curl fared replacing Collins in 2020, Washington may go that route. So again, this isn't a guarantee, but yeah, Landon Collins could be a guy that gets cut. Texans sure could use some help at safety. Marcus Mariota, nobody cares about that. 0 dead money left. Malcolm Butler, Titans QB, still serviceable. 2 years left on his deal. He is 31 years old. Jamison Crowder, wide receiver for the Jets. Kyle Fuller, cornerback for the Bears. Zach Ertz, of a tight end for the Eagles, could be cut. Anthony Barr of the Vikings. And now look, this isn't a guarantee that it's going to happen, House, but I'll read you what they say since you're a big-time Vikings fan. 3 years left in his deal, $7.26 million in cap space savings, $7.8 million in dead money. And this is what they wrote about Barr. They said it'd be cruel for the Vikings to cut a player who once backed out of an agreement with the Jets to re-sign for less money, but the NFL is a cruel league. Barr only played in 2 games last year before getting injured. It seems like his best days are behind him. Minnesota gets itself is in financial trouble by pledging loyalty to many of Mike Zimmer's favorites, and now that team has to clean house. He's got a $7.5 million injury guarantee, and his 2021 salary becomes guaranteed on March 19th. Lot of reasons why you would want to cut Anthony Barr, especially with only $7.8 million in dead money. Could be worse. You got John Brown, wide receiver. You got Joe Hayden, another corner. Carlos Dunlap, a defensive end out of Seattle. Trent Brown, right tackle. I'm not worried about that dude. He ain't doing nothing. Geno Atkins, a possible cut. And Preston Smith, linebacker out of Green Bay. So there's a pretty good list. Now, not all these will happen, right? Some of them might redo their deals. Some of them might just, continue to play for the team that they're with. But those are some pretty decent names that you could see. being let go. Mark G said Kyle Fuller would be a loss for Chicago. That's a pretty good defense over there. Pretty good defense over there. All right. That's all the sports I had for you. That's all the stuff I wanted to talk about because I want to get to this Chris D'Elia story. It's kind of fascinating to me that Chris D'Elia, if you don't know, he's a stand-up comedian, and a while back, he was accused of sexual misconduct. He was accused of grooming young girls that he would meet on the road as he traveled around. Well, a 17-year-old at the time that she had her interaction with Chris D'Elia. She's not 17 anymore, but she was a 17-year-old at the time. She has come forward. She's listed as Jane Doe, but she has basically talked about the fact that she was groomed and exploited by Chris D'Elia when she was 17. When she turned 18, he basically just stopped messing with her. Back in the other stories, yeah, he did get canceled, by the way, Justin Swinford. Yep. As a matter of fact, Alan, yep, he's gone. He lost his representation with 3 agents that he had. He had a Netflix series that was coming that got canned. He was working on a movie. He got replaced. So yeah, he got canceled, rightfully so, because a lot of the things, I mean, not just was it sexual deviancy and tricking some of these women into, not tricking them, but bullying them might be a good word, into sending him, sexually explicit photos. But then he would take young girls and he would ask, are you in high school? How old are you? Are you 18? Are you 17? Some states 17 is legal. Well, he is now facing new lawsuits that accuse him of violating federal child pornography and child sexual exploitation laws. And this Jane Doe was 17 at the time. She said that they met, or she reached out to him while he was on tour back in 2014 and just messaged him. And he messaged back, and eventually he kind of cultivated a relationship where he would start to tell her, hey, send me you doing these sexual things. I want you doing these poses. We're talking about a girl that's 17. Now, I get it. It's not, some of you are like, yeah, she was like 6 or 10 or none of that. He's 34. She's still in high school. I don't give a fuck who you are. That just don't seem right. Even at 18, if you're still in high school, you're still in high school. That just seems weird to me at best. Deviant, yes. Criminal, borderline at 18. At 17, it is a crime in some states. But she said he used his fame to lure her in and groom her. And of course, she's not the only one that came forward. There were others that came forward a while back. 5 women, in fact, accused him and said that some of them were underage at the time that he reached out to them or that they had contact with him. So he does get canceled. The thing he was working on was Army of the Dead. His role as Zack Snyder in Army of the Dead. But yeah, he's been off the fact. If you go look at his Instagram, he literally has posted twice since June of last year. And they've been this time, like this recently. And one was of his son saying his first words, and one was of his family. So it's obvious that he's decided to try to make the comeback, and he's using a good old wholesome family dad approach. He also made a 10-minute video apologizing, owning his sexual deviancy and addiction and all that. I mean, look, you don't owe YouTube an apology. And YouTube, you owe them women an apology. You don't owe your fans an apology. You owe the women that are accusing you of these crimes an apology. Don't make a video and put it on YouTube so you can get some fucking hits and some sympathy. How about you sit down and you write a genuinely heartfelt letter to each of these women that are accusing you of this and owning your mistake? That's where you start. Not, hey, what's up, guys? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Sorry, I'm a deviant. Sorry you were underage. Don't forget, like and subscribe. The fuck out of here. And I get it, he's a public figure. You should at some point come out to your fans and talk. But after you have tried to make amends with your victims, alleged victims, it just doesn't make any sense. The other thing is like that I try to ponder this because I'm like, you know, these dudes have celebrity. They have this power, right? They have the celebrity, they have money, they have fame. And look, when you're a single dude and you start to achieve a certain level of success, yeah, groupies come with it. If you're single, then you have that right and ability to go out and you know, like athletes and celebrities, you're like, yeah, I'm just getting ass. I'm just out here. And I'm not going to begrudge you of that. It's when you start grooming them. It's when you start manipulating them, especially the underaged ones. That's the weird part. Now, if you're like, oh, I was, 30 and he hit me up and was like, hey, let's bang it out in the parking lot of the Improv. And I was like, no, you fucking weirdo. That's just a celebrity shooting a shot. I'm not completely upset with that. Now, if you start to be like, you dumb bitch, or you start to try to impose your will on them, even via social media and instant messaging and whatnot, that's a whole different thing. But if some chick comes up to you and is like, oh my God, I'm a huge fan. You're like, show me your tits. And she's like, you fucking weirdo. That's wrong, but that is a different level of what we're talking about. I mean, what we're talking about with him is actual manipulation, mental manipulation of vulnerable people, people that are enamored with celebrity. And before you say, oh, well, so she reached out to him. And some people be like, oh, that's it. If she reached out to him, she asked for it. Really? Is that what she did? She was like, oh, you know what? I would like to get into a relationship with a 34-year-old comedian that I find to be funny. I'm going to message him in hopes that he begins to groom me and ask for nudes. I promise you, people don't think like that. And I also promise you this, however you want to try to judge this woman, until you've been in a situation where you're around somebody with that level of celebrity and power and money and influence, you don't know how you would react. It's easy to say, I wouldn't do that. It's easy to, it's easy to do that. But how many of you would be around a celebrity and because of that celebrity status might put up with more than you normally would? Because I promise you, I have been around powerful people. I've been around famous people. I've been around celebrities. Far more famous than me. Although it's difficult. You guys know. But I've been around these people, and there is a certain aura about them. There is a certain level to their existence where you're like, wow, man, it's crazy. And they're basically huffing their own farts. They know what they have. And it's easy sometimes to take advantage of people that are, vulnerable. So don't give the guy a pass just because she reached out to him. It's pretty ridiculous. But apparently, yeah, he's up for charges. The lawsuit seeks damages to be assessed at trial. Started in 2015 when she was 17. She turned 18 in January. Or no, it ended in May of 2015 after she turned 18 in January, at the end of January 31st. Pretty creepy. Pretty creepy, Chris D'Elia. Okay. This is going to be fun. Are you ready for lookalikes? Holy shit. I'm so glad Katie brought this to my attention. So we've all seen celebrity lookalikes, right? I mean, you've seen the Elvis impersonators in Vegas. And if you walk down in LA, if you walk down Hollywood Boulevard, there's people dressed up like Marilyn Monroe and Michael Jackson and all these celebrities, right? Well, there's a UK website that specializes in celebrity lookalikes. So let me pull the link up for you. You're going to want to see this because you might be thinking, oh, well, they must be really good. They've got to, no. Some of these are awful. So this is the website. It's the Lookalikes agency, right? There's Trump. I don't know who the fat white guy is to his left. Is that Kevin James, supposedly? There's Marilyn. There's Johnny Depp as Blackbeard. I don't know why my nose is itching. Mark's going to wear that joke out now. You are going to absolutely wear it out. I hate you so much. There's the Queen. Okay. Can someone explain to me why there's a goddamn stormtrooper lookalike? Like, anybody could be a fucking stormtrooper lookalike. That's Ricky Gervais? No, that's Kevin James. That's not Ricky Gervais. That's Kevin James. 100%. But why is there a stormtrooper lookalike? That seems pretty fucking stupid. Anybody could dress up. I'm a stormtrooper. You don't look like a stormtrooper. I mean, like everybody could. So, God damn it. Justin said, I'm just the right amount of high for this. See, look, House of That is definitely Ricky Gervais. That's how bad it is it looks like Kevin James to me. All right, let's get into it. Let's scroll on down here. And let me start with, now I did take a peek at one real quick because I just wanted to see, oh, look at that. That's supposedly Simon Cowell right there above the video window. Okay. Wow, I don't know who those soaps are. Let's go to 80s icons because the picture of Mr. T with a terrible looking mohawk caught my eye. See, look, Star Wars lookalikes. Yeah, no shit. You can wear a Darth Vader. That's not a lookalike. That's a costume, you dumbasses. All right, here we go. So let's just start scrolling. The A-Team van lookalike. All right, that seems pretty ridiculous. This Barry White lookalike. Can I click on it? Bro, come on, fam. What are we doing? What are we doing? No. That don't look anything like Barry White. That's pretty bad. Yeah, the Carrie Fisher one too. Yeah, she looks like Carrie Fisher if Carrie Fisher was in rehab. Oh, she's a 70s icon? Wow. That looks legitimately nothing like Carrie Fisher at all. But it gets worse, House. It gets way worse. Let's scroll on down, shall we? Let's scroll on down to where's the one I saw where I was like, holy fuck. Oh, here we go. Michael Jackson. Now, if you pay money for this Michael Jackson, you need to get your money back. That doesn't look anything like Michael Jackson. I mean, come on. That's not even close. Now this guy's pretty close. This guy, hold on. Let me pull up this guy. Man, this website is slow as fuck. That's not too bad. That's actually pretty good. But hold on. It gets better, right? So, my God, this website is atrociously slow. Either that or my internet is slow. But then there was this Prince one is pretty good. Oh, I can't click on it. I need to be opening. Hold on. I need to open these in a separate window. That's the thing. That's a pretty good Prince. If we're being honest, right? I mean, that's pretty good. Who else do they have on here? Oh my God. This looks like if they fucking made a Sylvester Stallone. This is hilarious. That's not right. That's not Sylvester Stallone. That looks nothing like Rambo. That looks like Rambo if they made a wax figurine of Rambo and then it melted and then they used parts from Screech to finish it off. Jesus, that is terrible. Oh, that is Ricky Gervais. I'll be damned. Oh my God, that Rambo is, look, Jesus. Yeah, that's a very fat Arnold Schwarzenegger. Look. This guy's like, I'm Sylvester Stallone. No, that's not even close. He's trying to take, bro. That's not, guys, do y'all really think that is that close? Am I being too hard on him? That doesn't look anything like him. Maybe the lips. It's just, that's Bambo. Oh my God, these are so awful. They're hilarious. Oh my God, what is this? The Hulk lookalike? The suit. Oh my God, this is hilarious. Oh my God, that is hilarious. Okay, that's just a costume. Wow, this Captain America, not even close. Hold on, come on, pull him up. Bro, what is that? What is that? That's not even, let me pull up Captain America. That's not even close. Let me find a Captain America with his face shield on. Oh, damn it. Come here. Open image. Bro. That's not even close. That, you know what that looks like? That looks like Owen Wilson as Captain America. This dude should have been an Owen Wilson impersonator, not a Captain America. That is, oh, Alan Denson said search Pam Anderson. All right, let's go do that. Let's go. Let's get back there. God, these are fucking awful. People are paying for this? You have to click to get a quote, by the way. Not looking for that. Let's go A to Z. Let's see here. Pamela Anderson, right here. Here's your Pamela Anderson lookalike. Bro, like, what are we doing? Hold on, let me, God damn it. Come on, fam. You can't just be blonde and have big titties and say I look like Pamela Anderson. None of this is even close. That one maybe a little bit. You can tell she's obviously using heavy filters. This is terrible. Katie said that Idris Elba is pretty bad. Let's go look at that. Let's go find that one. I need to just open a new window. Let's see here. Idris Elba. Where is it? Oh, he's not here. Is this just 80s? No, this is A to Z. Where is it? Marsha said that looks like a Photoshop. It's not here. Who else do we want to look up? Let's look up Vin Diesel. I guarantee you this one's going to be bad. We'll look up Vin Diesel. Oh, Tom Cruise, baby. Tiger Woods. Who else do we want to look up? The Rolling Stones. Who else? Let's see. Let's see what Vin Diesel. What the fuck? Guys, this is the Vin Diesel lookalike. look like Vinny Barbarino. This doesn't fucking look like Vin Diesel. What the fuck is this? Yo. Oh, now that's a little closer. Oh my God, dude, just because you work out doesn't mean you look like Vin Diesel. That's fucking hilarious. Here's Tom Cruise. What? No. 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 I mean, I've seen worse, but that's not great. Tiger Woods. Look how old this Tiger Woods is, y'all. Look. This looks like Tiger Woods from the future. This is like 90-year-old Tiger Woods. And that doesn't even look like a young Tiger Woods. This is Weiger Toods. Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that guy? Oh my God, that is hilarious. Oh, the Rolling Stones. Here they go. Nope. What? That's Keith Richards? These are fucking the best worst. Oh my God. Bro. What? Yo, this is tragically bad. This is a UK site and they can't even get the fucking Rolling Stones right. Oh my God, that's hilarious. All right, that was your Rolling Stones. Borat. Oh my God, look at this Beyonce one. Hold the fucking phone. Hold on, stop everything right now. Why is this popped up on the screen? Hold on. Okay, we're going to go look at Beyonce. Oh, I'm mad now. Oh, I'm so mad. How many Beyoncés do they have? They have one Beyonce lookalike. One. Would you look at this shit? She looks more like Mariah Carey. Look. Man, this don't look nothing like Beyonce. She looks like Fiance. This ain't no goddamn Beyonce. This is such horseshit. I don't know. If you paid money for that, you're fucked. What is Aquaman? Why do y'all want me to go to... Why is the big deal about Aquaman? Here's Aquaman. Let's see what that comes... Oh, Angelina Jolie in Holland? That's not going to go well. Guarantee you that's not going to go well. Aquaman. What the fuck? Wow. No. This looks like a death metal reject. Definitely not Aquaman. Oh no. Oh, this is tragic. This is so sad. First of all, the suit is pretty bad. That's pretty sad. No. This guy's not even close to Aquaman. Wow. That was pretty bad. Here's Angelina Jolie. Nope. Looks nothing. That doesn't even look. Come on, fam. That's not even close to Angelina Jolie. Not even fucking close. That looks like, what's that supermodel? What's her name? Naomi Campbell? That's not even fucking close. Get out of here. Scram beat it, kid. Did somebody say Halle Berry? Let's look up Halle Berry. Let's see here. Do they have a Halle Berry? They do not. Good. I don't want to have to lose my shit. Harrison Ford. What the fuck? This looks like that guy on the Discovery Channel, like Destination Unknown. They don't look like fucking Harrison Ford. What the fuck? That looks like Henry Ford. Get the fuck out of here with this dumb shit. Get out of here with this dumb shit. God, that's not even close. This is the worst shit ever. PK's telling me she did the work for me. Biden and Kamala. Oh, no. Where's Joe Biden? Let's see. Joe Biden. Nope. Not showing up here. Nope. Oh, Jay-Z. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, they got Laurel and Hardy. Oh, how much y'all think? How you guys think whoa. That's definitely Jay-Z. Like right here, that might be the best one so far. Nope. And then it fell off just like that. Nope. 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 This looks like JC. This is definitely not Jay-Z. This is maybe. That's not even close. You failed. Guess who this is, guys? Guess who this is? Guess who this is? I get it, House. I have a whole, I wanted this to all be fresh. No, I'm not using the links, guys. I'm not using the links. This is supposedly Leonardo DiCaprio. That looks like Dracula. It's a wolf on walls. That's not even close. Like not even. Oh, we found David Beckham, you guys. I found David Beckham. Hold on. This is a good one. Oh my goodness. I want to see all three of the David Beckhams. Let's go. Harrison Ford failed. Leonardo DiCaprio failed. The guy just put something in screen. Why is this website so slow? Here's your David Beckham. Are you ready? Huh? Yeah, baby. I mean, identical. That's David Beckham. That's who that is. That's not even fucking close. This is not even, I mean, that's a little closer. Ugh. Not really, though. That just looks like a stepdad. That doesn't look like it. This is terrible. This is terrible. So that's one of the David Beckham lookalikes. The other one's not even pulling up the website. God, this website is tragically slow. Oh my God. This is horrible. Here we go. Here's another David Beckham lookalike. Nope. If you're going to claim that you look like David Beckham, you had better be really fucking close because that dude is dreamy. Yeah, I said it. I'd hit it. But this, I would hit this, but with like a board or something. Yeah, no, you just look like a guy with tattoos, bro. You don't look anything like David. Now, no. That sucks. That's pretty terrible. This guy, get out of here, fam. You look like David Beckham if he used that face aging app right here. Nope. Yeah, that's not good. All right, last one, and then we're going to bounce. Adam Sandler's not even on here, Katie. I don't see Adam Sandler on here. Let's see. Who do we want to look up? Let's get a good one here. Will Smith. There we go. Let's do Will Smith and Vladimir Putin. Let's see what we got here. Is that Will Smith? I mean, look. No, that's definitely not Will Smith. But at a distance, at a show, on stage, a long ways away, you might actually think that was Will Smith. No. That looks like Lenny Kravitz. That doesn't even look close to Will Smith. That's definitely Lenny Kravitz, right? That is certainly not Will Smith. At all is that Will Smith. Jeez, that's terrible. Here's Vladimir. Oh, no, fam. No. Now there? Okay. Kinda. Oh, wow. That's pretty good. From far away? Yeah, that's not bad. Nope. That looks like the first James Bond. Okay, this Trump sucks too. Oh, that's what we should look at. Let's go look at the Trump. There's Kim Jong-un. That's a Photoshop. Let's look at Trump and then we're going to bounce. Because I know they've got Donald Trump on here. Oh, they got a bunch of Donald Trumps. Let's go look at all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Donald Trumps. Phil Collins. It did look like Phil Collins. Holy shit. Don't trash. No, I wasn't trash talking Lenny. I'm just saying that's what that guy looked like. Lenny Kravitz. I wasn't trash talking him. Here's your first Donald Trump. Fail. Fucking fail, dude. What is this? What kind of horseshit? That looks like the My Pillow guy. There's a weird looking photo. Oh my God. This is fucking awful. This is supposed to be Donna and Melania? This is like Monel and Delania. This is goddamn ridiculous. They didn't even try. There was like no effort put into any of this for this guy. You suck. I hope you don't get hot. Oh my God. This is even worse. I mean, look. Trump's wig is bad. Bro, that looks like tumbleweed on his head. That's not even close. What are you doing? Well, who is he with, by the way? This one really, dude. This isn't even fucking close. I don't even know who that is. That is supposed to be Donald Trump, you guys. That's hilariously bad. Not even close. I'm tired of zooming in and out, though. God damn it. Here, I can use my little thing there. My little thing? Okay. Yeah, this is bad. This might be the worst of all of them so far. Pretty terrible. All right, next Donald Trump. Nope. Look, he thinks he's funny. He's like, I can do my fingers like this, and then I probably sound exactly like Barry's impression, which is terrible, but that makes me Donald Trump because I have this blonde wig on. And that other guy, you could tell he's an old 70s radio DJ. He's like, this cat is amazing. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. How awful is this? That looks like if the Muppets, you know those two old guys that are the movie critics for the Muppets? This is one of them. Jesus Christ. UK, get your shit together. All right, we got 3 more and then I'm bouncing. Oh, the fuck is this? That's Tommy Boy. I know Tommy Boy when I see it. This ain't it. Nope. Oh, who does that look like? That looks like they photoshopped his face but didn't scale it properly and it shrunk. What in the fuck? Guys, there's people actually getting paid for this. Wow. Oh my God. Tell me this man's not making a living doing this. This is, oh, she's like, look, did you guys think I was with Trump? I guarantee you, Agnes here, I guarantee you, Agnes posted this picture on her Facebook and was like, look guys, I met Donald Trump. And her friends were like, girl, I thought that was him. That's because your eyes are 80 years old and you can't see shit. That is fucking stupid. Look, she's like, oh my God, this is me and Trump. It's not even close. That looks like one of the Harbaugh brothers. This is like Cooper Harbaugh. You know, you had like Peyton Manning, Eli Manning. This is Cooper Harbaugh. That's who this is. Get the fuck out of here. Just because you make the little finger thing doesn't mean you're Trump. Okay, now look. He's got the little sourpuss face and the orange in the hair. This is legitimately the closest, but it's still not good. It's got the same Donald Trump vibe, but it's definitely not good. Now, from a distance, absolutely. If I zoomed out on this, you would think that was Trump right there. That's the problem. When you get up on it, but even then, that's pretty good. This might be the club. Nope. And we're right back to nope. That looks like the guy, that looks like Kevin Spacey in House of Cards. Looks like fucking Donald Trump. Wow. Well, if you want to have more fun, go to lookalikes.co.uk. Those were terrible. That was a lot of fun, though. Good shit, Katie. Good find. Hey, we even went over a little bit. Give me me a favor if you stuck around through the end. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Big things headed our way. I want part of it. Yeah, hit the like button on the way out. If you haven't yet, maybe you accidentally thumbs down, flip that over to a thumb up for your boy. Oh, and Katie added more. Get on the Discord. All right, tomorrow is a Thursday. For the first time of what'll be many, I hope Kelly Eco will be joining me at 3:30 to talk Houston Rockets. All kind of good stuff planned for tomorrow as well. We're going to have a good time again. Thank you, Virginia Buttonweed. I hope you had fun, man. I enjoyed you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for shooting the shit with me. Thanks for talking sports and nonsense. So until tomorrow, when we do it all again, be safe, be kind, and most importantly, love each other. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Daddy's making a YouTube video!